look at the news, I see some sad stuff coming through. It's not a day that go by that I don't see nothing sad.
What up, what up, what up? Up it down.
It's kind of slow, but either way that I go, you know my day gonna go as well.
Change everything. It's brought the best out of everybody. He takes pride in helping his teammates. All that's his day. He's got it. He's still finding his way in that area. He knows he has the responsibility of not only leading by example, but hopefully too.
First thought is an ability to be able to go out and just bring power, and a basketball IQ.
That's kind of the role that I really want to develop into more, is being that leader and pushing this team to another level.
We play together, move that shit, we're gonna get wide open shots, we're winning this fucking game.
Really fucking cool.
He's a really good leader. He's a great motivator for his team. He's 100% all the time. So I have faith that he's going to be able to get his team there.
Oh, what up, what up, what up? Shalom. Shalom. Make sure you hit the three dots to the top right there. Right there. 1, 2, 3. I just double tap screen. Boop, boop.
Big suitcase, $5 He ain't never packed nothing, ever. Even
when
when
he
he
was
was little, he ain't do no packing, he didn't show up. Uncle Drew, he got a million responsibilities. Because I'm a terrible packer, I don't pack my own stuff because I'm just gonna throw it in there and it's gonna all be wrinkled. And I'm gonna forget stuff. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into me. I've never packed my clothes, so I watch starting there. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
I mean, it's kind
Appreciate
of weird
that.
to me that he do that, but he found fun in it. I think he like OCD or something.
Mm-hmm.
One
What
suitcase,
y'all doing tonight?
one suitcase with a video game. You gotta have a video game. This is the video games on here. Monitor right here. The only thing you need is the Wi-Fi and play the game. You need all the cords.
Wi-Fi.
I have the normal. You need the cord behind. I have to make sure I got all those cords on his mouth.
What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Being on the road, that's the most fun I have. Because I
Yes,
love to go
appreciate
to
that.
a weight gym,
Appreciate
weight
that.
bands, and just kill.
It's too cold outside tonight. Still watching the starting five on Netflix.
Got 41 home games, 41 away games. Y'all do the math.
games?
Sometimes we go on a 10-day road trip, like, and we might have like 4 or 5 games.
We have long 14-day road trips, and it's just the same thing every morning. Breakfast, evening practice, and it just goes on.
A lot of downtime, a lot of time in your room, watching film, watching basketball, watching Netflix. A lot of times we'll go find a gym, and then we'll go to dinner, and then we'll go back to the hotel and chill.
Getting on and off the plane, sleeping in different beds, different hotels, different time zones.
I try to do as much stuff as I can.
What you relaxing watching Halloween movies? Nah, not yet. Watching Start 5 on Netflix.
Go visit coffee shops.
Start 5.
Dinner here and there. Throw a snowball. You know, I got kids.
No Halloween
I got a
flicks
family.
tonight.
And so
Not right now anyway.
we do this for them.
What you got going on? What you doing? What you
I
doing?
don't have no system. I don't care for all that. I'm just ready to play a set. You play bad, the fans, they seem happy. You play good, they stun.
4-1 on this road trip.
It's hectic, but it's fun for me.
That Minnesota.
What you want? You don't want to trim it, bro? Or you just want to break it down a little bit?
Bro, you talking about you want to be Russian playing?
Okay, you're right. You're right.
What is that?
Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah. See, now that's what I got to get built in, though. Do people still play Fortnite? My son, no, they still playing that shit. Hey, you know what else game this stuff? They game up? That Roblox.
I was a kid in middle school. I used to play.
But you gotta grow up, bro. You ain't playing that kind of stuff.
That's how you got to do it.
I've been doing no-no since I was in the 3rd grade. So no-no and my mom went to Atlanta Metro college together. And he was like, "What's up, little bro? Like, what going on? Like, I'm gonna be your barber for the rest of your life." Like, before he even cut my hair, he was like, "I'm gonna be the barber for the rest of your life."
Oh, bro. See that now? I show you out.
Oh,
What you doing? I got a mirror right here. Yeah, bro. Sit down, bro.
Nah, I'm good, just like this.
I'm gonna leave like that, but just sit down right quick. Let me finish you up. I'm just gonna finish the touch to you, bro.
No, he ain't
Hey,
good.
bro, I'm gonna just finish you up a little bit, bro. Look. Let me show you. Look. I'm finna just show you. See how the little light, little spot right here? The little light spot right here, right? And you're not gonna see it's gonna be all.
That's what make me beat my spot.
I know that, but bro, for my discretion, just trust me, bro. Please.
Nah,
We did it before, bro.
my bowl shoe, we did it, and I didn't like
That
it.
shit was flying. It don't now it look good.
It don't matter if I like it.
No, I'm saying when the pictures come out, bro, that shit look great, bro. To you, to no, not to the world.
I don't care what the world thinks.
I don't know, bro.
But I don't.
It's my job, bro.
And this is me, you cut hair. You cut my hair.
It's gonna look good, bro. I ain't tripping, bro.
I look good right now.
Bro, I'm gonna beat you up, bro. Dead serious, bro. You can't beat me. Okay, here we go. Okay. I fought with that. And on real talk though, your bar, I ain't got no pair of shoes though, bro. Me for the Saints, I ain't got now pair of shoes. Talk to the wrong bro. But I'm saying though, I'm talking to you though, bro. You got all these motherfucking shoes laying around here. Like your bar, I wanna wear a pair of shoes too.
Why? You gotta talk to him.
Gotcha. Everybody got jerseys. I ain't got no jerseys. I ain't got no apparel. Straight up. That right there look presentable now. So when you go do your shoe, them folks gonna be like, okay.
Got me looking like Lil Month from
Like, Edwin Winslow. Edwin Winslow.
Family Matters.
There you go. That's what you do.
That really look like.
What? Real
My
tears.
mom will come to the barber shop. I might get in trouble at school. My mom will be like, "No, come with hair." And I gotta go see what she is. I'm like, "Bro, why you doing this shit?" Like, Jay Bishop telling you, like, and he
did. I mean, I was scared of mom, man.
Good evening, Atlanta, and welcome to State Farm Arena for tonight's matchup featuring the visiting Minnesota Timberwolves and your Atlanta Hawks.
It's always special to come back home and play in Atlanta. That's why I grew up at as a kid. I was there watching games from nosebleeds, so playing on the floor is kind of crazy.
Look.
Superstar in the NBA. He's coming off his first All-Star appearance. It's the only visit for the Hawks in Atlanta this season.
This year, they only played the Hawks once. And they kind of been mad. I wanted to play again. I really want him to come to Atlanta and whoop their butt. Even though, we're from there, but
Minnesota comes to town, and there he is, Anthony Edwards, averaging a robust 22 and a half.
I am Anthony Edwards' big sister. I'm team Minnesota, team wherever Ant-Man goes. That's why I'm team Ant-Man.
Okay.
Putting on a show back in
What that?
Nas, you had time to swing that. New York cat.
Hawks have outscored Minnesota 57 to 25 in the second half. Stunning. Anthony Edwards pass batted down by Murray. Ahead to Trey. He's going to run.
I mean, we was up big. And they came back and whooped our ass, but I always want to, have a good game. My sister, I love her to death. She's kind of the backbone of all of it.
Growing up, it was fun. Our household was full of energy, a vibe. My mom was always at games, and she let us do whatever we wanted to do. Like, long as we was having fun.
My mom and my grandma had cancer. My mom was in a lot of pain, but she don't show it.
When we got that call, I lost it. Fell to my knees. I can't
Right.
like, I was just. And Ant-Man was still in middle school.
When my mom passed, I was 14 years old. And then, right after that, my grandma, she passed away. So it was terrible for our whole family. My sister, she knew we had to all be together. We was going through tough times and we really didn't have nowhere to stay. So she pretty much just went and got a job and forgot about college and kind of took care of us.
I don't know what's going on in his brain. All I can do is be there for him. Like, make sure I'm there. Whatever you need, I'm here.
The nation is waiting. Where will you be attending college basketball next season?
I'll be at the University of Georgia.
When he picked Georgia, I had just had Jace. So that was like the first baby to everybody. So he I gotta be here to see him. I'm going to Georgia, it's right up the street. I'm like, cool, say less.
I didn't want her flying all over the place to come watch me play. She would just get in the car and drive. So she pretty much just came to whatever game she wanted to, or came to visit me whenever I needed some company.
He told me I'm gonna play at Georgia 1 year and I'm gonna get drafted. I was like, oh, okay. Remind you, I don't know nothing about none of this. So I'm like, oh, okay, what's that? I'm going to the big dog where LeBron played. I was like, oh, okay. Let's do it then.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA draft,
Minnesota
Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University of Georgia.
So Anthony Edwards, with his mother and grandmother with him there in spirit. He knows which hat he can take out of that big box now, and it is the one that belongs to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Entering the league as an 18-year-old was super fun for me. I ended up being the #1 pick. Thank God for that.
Appreciate them likes.
Sacramento Kings in the midst of playing 7 on the road.
Being an NBA player is a lot of sacrifice. I mean, my wife barely sees me most of the time. My kids, you try to make every second count.
Kings now 8-4 and 6-3 victory.
Become a hot team.
What's up?
What's up?
Was your
Fine. Fire in the
It
hole.
was good. The usual. Trying
Fire
to
in
get
the
you
hole.
on the phone to talk to me, trying to get the kids.
Jomas is always on the road. Even though he's not home, like, he's not physically there, he's there, like, when he's watching bedtime, and he's on FaceTime all the time.
Fire in the hole.
Hey, you got a dino egg today. Tell you want to show daddy your dino?
Tidy, man. Try to FaceTime them as much as you can, but you definitely want to be home with them.
What do you got? What's that? What's that little action, man?
It's a parachute.
Open. That's mommy to open it.
I think he felt it as a kid. He had a dad that was in the league, and he had a dad that was traveling a lot.
My mom and dad, they always wanted what would be the best for us. We were raised in Spain. They thought it would be better for us. My dad was traveling back and forth from Spain to Lithuania. When he came home, I was so happy just to see him, and I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with my kids because I know how much time he was away, and we're basically in the same situation.
Welcome you to another night on the road with the Sacramento Kings. NBA basketball finds the Kings in New Orleans.
Hey, from the jump. They're going to try punching them out. Let's go from the jump. And the schedule is tough. You're not with your family as much as people think.
Yeah, you need the winning streak to end at something.
It's tough, honestly, I miss her, I miss the kids. Tiger doesn't want to see me on face anymore, so it's
What's up, Carpito? What up, Carp? Getting big, boy.
Or as a game or something, as all professional athletes do. So none of our holidays, birthdays actually are on those days. So Thanksgiving
Yes,
on
sir.
Saturdays.
We got some weirdos in the building.
Playing video game or like.
We got some weirdos in here. What's going on, Carpito?
The other thing I do the most other than play basketball. I'm in love with the video game.
Smoke something, snack on something,
I'm all for it.
Do it all again tomorrow. Let's get jazzy. Let's get jazzy.
Anthony, Edward.
Mhm.
Okay, so how long?
But it's gonna take like 5 minutes if we win. Man, my shit down. I got it.
Just at my lady's grandparents' house, smacking the wax. That's what's up with that.
Cheers to a happy Thanksgiving and being with family. Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Ooh, that look good.
I know Shannon home.
Obviously, you know, because it was all
That look good.
What you be telling him, man? I did tell him that he said we home. He do not care. That's crazy. Please.
I'm finna come out there.
Okay, come on. When I first saw him, I loved his smile. That was my favorite thing about him. Like, I really loved his smile. I think we've been talking ever since.
We got kind of like a weird dynamic because it's kind of like best friends for real. You know, we talk about
Yeah, man.
everything.
Well, I seen Denver Broncos whooping up on, hold on.
It's not like your typical boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
Right now, it's kind of getting a little crazy because we home. 6 months. I just decided to announce it. I'm having a daughter.
Shiggity.
Just know she's gonna have all her data initials. Aislinn Janae Ellens. I came up with their name.
Yeah, boy.
We're gonna keep the A going.
I'm gonna eat, bro.
This is definitely gonna
But Tim's definitely dropping out there today.
But I think he'll be a good man. He's a good person. Definitely a good person.
The thought of him being a father is funny because I feel like he's still a baby. So the thought of him being a father is crazy. Hey, so he play too much. No, knees, toes, knees, head, go. But I know he's gonna be great. because
The
how
truth.
he is with my son and my nieces. So I know he will be a great father.
My family means the world to me. I wouldn't be here without them. I love them to death, and anytime they need me, they know to hit me. I got them. They got my back, I got their back.
I need you.
November is not really the most exciting time in the NBA until the in-season tournament happens. Explain to
Long came in, and you know the rest. 26-3, the Broncos on top. From the 4, running this one back. To the 20 goes Jermaine Jackson. Let's take a look at that quarterback class now, the draft. You had Williams, number 1, off to a good start in his pro career. Daniels 2, May got a start last week. Penix is understudying Cousins. Then you had Bo Nix drafted number 6 among the quarterbacks, 12 overall, and all the way down to, you talk about Rattler, and you covered him. He was at Oklahoma, got off to a good start there. Then he winds up at South Carolina. Pass is low. At one point, he's a Heisman candidate. He might be a number 1 draft pick. What happened?
I think what happened is Caleb Williams emerged and became Caleb Williams, and eventually it took a guy that was, before that happened, he was a Heisman, like you said, front runner, and was getting booed off the field at his own stadium in college. And he ended up losing the job middle of the year. Caleb Williams went on to obviously have a good year, and he sat through that year, and then eventually after the season he left, went to Columbia, South Carolina. Had 2 good years at South Carolina. I think the good thing there is, in this stage of portal, he stayed and dealt with it and grew. And I think now he gets into the NFL, and I think he's going to sit behind Derek Carr once Derek Carr is back, which I think is a good thing for him. But I think these reps, this experience is huge for his growth.
What's interesting, you talk about getting booed off the field. There's Carr. In a way, you talk about Nix at Auburn. That didn't end
very similar.
Wonderfully.
Very similar. I'd sit in our meeting this morning because of the way he grew up in the state of Alabama, and you're either Alabama or Auburn in that state. His dad was a great quarterback there, now a great high school football coach, and this kid, from the time he was 2 years old, 3 years old, had nothing but Auburn jerseys on. He lived out a dream to go to Auburn to play quarterback. And after a 9-4 year, his first year, they were 6-5 or not great, and they booed him. And so he left, went out to Oregon. So both these guys kind of similar paths as far as hitting some adversity, which, as I said earlier in the show, a lot of these NFL executives like to find quarterbacks that aren't perfect, that they have been through some stuff, and because it's obviously going to be a bumpy road once you get up here into the NFL.
That was Tipton making that catch. It's an 8-yard gain. Second down and 2. Rattler is 14-21. He's in the triple digits right now, and a nice run here for Jamal Williams. Back up to Kamara and a first down. Williams came over as a free agent after he had a 1,000-yard season as a Lion.
Yeah, and with Kentre Miller behind him, he's not getting a ton of carries, but got loose on that one.
Also had 17 touchdowns with the Lions. And Rattler will slide to his... Broncos have
Right. Double tap.
Tight end for tomorrow, and we go to Keeley.
Guys, add another injury for the Saints offensive line. Left guard Nick Saldiveri is out of the game with a shoulder injury. He was a backup, moved to starter because of other injuries. Now is undrafted rookie Kyle Hergel in his spot.
What y'all doing? What y'all doing?
Boston College. And that kind of night for the Saints to this point. First and 20.
Now Landon Young, the right guard, who is a backup, he's a tackle that they moved to guard to fill in for Ruiz. That's where they are. You got to move Young, who's a tackle, in there at guard. Watch him flinch just a bit there.
That's all it takes. So it's first and 25. So a season that started so promisingly.
What y'all on? What y'all on?
The Saints now coming off the rails. There's 2 blowout wins. They get things started. Tight game with Philly, they lost it. Tight game with Atlanta, they lost it. And now on the verge of going down for the 5th consecutive game. Catch is made up at the 43 by Mason Tipton, a rookie out of Yale.
Out of Yale.
That's the real Yale, not Yale.
What y'all doing? What y'all doing over there?
No, Kelly is.
Chasing couple around.
What's to his spot? On 2nd and 18. Then they'll take the ball with the 46 of another flag. Yeah. That's Cedric Wilson.
Look.
Every time you see a helmet on the ground, usually hands in the face on the offense.
It's looking like.
Very good.
It's like you just heard Kaylee talk about Kyle Hergel coming in, the rookie free agent out of Boston College, and he's just trying. He gets into the game. He gets his hands up high on DJ Jones. Actually, that's not DJ. That's Malcolm Roach, who's a former Saint. I think these Saints fans have seen enough.
I'm quite ready for the bags, though.
No.
2nd and 28. And down he goes. Finally, they get to him. John Franklin Myers.
John Franklin.
Gets the sack here.
And again, taking advantage of Landon Young, the right guard right here, who's a tackle, who's trying to fit in there to be a guard. Well, I tell you, that's more about John Franklin Myers, who they brought over from the Jets in a trade. 6'4", 290. He and Malcolm Roach, who we just talked about. You add those 2 pieces with Zach Allen and DJ Jones, such a different defense this year because of the push they're now getting in the middle to complement Cooper and Ellis and Benito and Baron Browning out of the edge.
What's on your play sheet at 3rd and 34? Well, a decent game and breaking tackles and taking it up to the 41-yard line goes Bub Means, rookie out of Pittsburgh. And like Rattler, he was drafted in the 5th round. They had a couple of choices in round 5, and you just saw the connection between those two. So it's 4th down and 20. And you'll have Haymore coming in for his 5th punt of the night. Saints, meanwhile, made by, of course, after a Thursday night game. They go to the Chargers, play in L.A. a week from Sunday, and then go to Carolina.
Come on, Carolina.
Fair catch called for at the 16-yard line by Marvin Mims in a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, since that second quarter last week against Tampa, where they scored 27 points, since then they've been outscored 53-3. Second half last week, and what we've seen here so far in these first 3 quarters.
Well, you're talking about a good teammate, and we talked to Rattler about Derek Carr.
Kicking team number 48, lined up in the backfield. 5-yard penalty at the end of the play. First down.
Repeat first down.
Always happen. Well, a guy like Carr, not surprised. That's who he is. Down to Mississippi, New Orleans.